Earlier this month, the FBI put out a warning about a scam that's on the rise, targeting victims with sextortion. On your sites, Christine Lazar joins us now with how it works. You know, I hadn't even heard this term before, so.
Yeah, well, you know, what's hard with this scam, we talk so often about losing money, but people are actually losing their lives over this scam. And the targets are, you know, something we know well, young boys, right? Sextortion is when someone coerces victims into sharing intimate photos of themselves and then threatens to release those photos publicly or to family and friends unless they pay a ransom. A cybersecurity expert we talked to said the most common group to be targeted are young boys, mostly teens, but some as young as 10 years old. Now, what usually happens is that these victims are contacted via social media by someone posing as a crush or love interest. They then ask for intimate photos, and then once they have them, they threaten to release them unless they are paid hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Nationwide, we have seen about a dozen suicides linked to these scams. Do these scammers typically make good on their threats?
From what I have seen, no. In fact, I've heard anecdotally time and time again that if you simply break off all contact with the scammer at the first moment that they try to extort money out of you, they go away. They don't contact you again. For them, it's a numbers game and it's a business.
There are steps you can take to protect your children and yourself. Well, talk to your teens about this scam so they don't fall victim to it. Make them aware they need to come to you even if they are embarrassed. Run frequent online searches of your child so you can see what kind of personal information is readily available. Scammers will use that personal info to gain their trust. Add privacy settings to social media accounts and don't respond directly to inbound messages for requests. The rule is if it's inbound, don't give out any personal information. Verify that person before engaging. And another form of sextortion is when the scammer says they have hacked your computer or phone and they have compromising photos of you, and they will release them unless you pay up. Well, experts say they're usually bluffing, so just ignore and report. Do not pay. And if your child, your teenage boy or girl is involved in something like this, you want to contact the police because this is illegal. You're talking about photos of a minor, and I can't stress enough, you know, a lot of people think, well, that's not going to happen to my child, or I don't want to talk about sex with my teen. Look, they need to know that the worst thing could be to not talk to you. That's where they could really, you know, feel the effects. And we've seen suicides because they thought, I can't tell my parents. The only thing I can do is to end my life. And the most important thing is to come to us because, as you know, we'll do anything for our kids. And we can tell them, look, they're not going to do anything with these photos. You just need to ignore them and move on.
Yes, exactly. Well, great advice. Thanks so much, Christine.